Yeah, I wait on that countdown music as well. I don't know what it is. I love it. I just have to. I don't have to have it. I just want it every single time. I enjoy it too. Oh, message and turn my phone off. How we doing, guys? Thank you guys for joining as usual. Please leave a like as you are rolling in. We've got a few things to go over today. Quite a few exciting things actually happened. So, waiting for the month to close. Hopefully, we get some nice price action towards the end of the month, and we could start September pretty well. I've seen a lot of people in the Discord chat recently talking about how September is historically a bad month and whatnot. And like I said in my video earlier, it is, but I just can't see it happening this time. Obviously, we don't know. Anything can happen. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I mean, September is looking like it is going to be a very exciting month. So fingers crossed we get what we want. And today, kind of a few things happened today that kind of indicates what we could expect in September, like out of Bitcoin and everything else. So hopefully, there's some like early indications of what's actually going to be happening in September. Yes, Mr. Jones, thanks for joining. Anne Marie, Coach Marina, Mark, Paul, how you guys doing? Chris, thanks for joining, man. IG photography, thank you for joining. Thank you guys. So yeah, we're going to be basically diving into the charts today, hopefully giving a little bit of advice along the way, because we've seen some stuff happen, and I just kind of want to talk about it because it's just stuff that people won't really think about, because we're entering these times now where it can get scary. It's scary when it's down, but believe me, it's even more scary when it's up, because that's when it's also exciting and you just don't really know what to do, right? Andres, thanks, man. Lance, Kane. Cool. Right. Let's get straight into it. We'll start off with Bitcoin. I'm going to keep this one really simple. With Bitcoin, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. This is basically what I've been looking for the past few days. We've been getting bounces off this level quite a lot, and we had one earlier as well. This is the hourly chart. And I put this level of support here because, as you guys can see, it's been something that we've bounced off a lot of times. Even last week when we had that big dip, we just did not manage to break down this level. As you guys can see, all we did was wick below this level. It held a support really well. And it seems to me like we are creating a little bit of a falling wedge here, which hopefully we can kind of just break out of and, head up on our way. So if we do put our little counter here, this is what I like doing, just to give me an idea of how long it could take, longest. Looking down here at the bottom, where the dates are. I mean, if we go right to the end there, 2nd of September, they usually break out around these areas. I mean, these are trend lines. Like I said, you can't go purely based off them, but hopefully within the next 24 hours or so, maybe we can have a little bit of a pop from Bitcoin. If we go to the hourly chart, you can kind of see the 4-hour chart is getting a little bit more close in there. So hopefully tomorrow, Bitcoin can have a bit of a pop up, but it's looking really good. And obviously, looking at the bigger time frames for Bitcoin, you guys know exactly what I've been looking for. If we go from our retracement here, which was our original 702 retracement, as you guys can see right there, we hit our 702. If we go from that level, our original 702, as you can see, we hit the 702 in this case through that whole retracement, which we have found our first big rejection off of, really. And we've just kind of been bouncing around this area, but we held this high very well. Okay, so this high that we made right here, that's what we've been holding as support really well as well. Like, we've been bouncing off it really well. But then even if we do end up getting past those levels, as I've mentioned so many times, then we've got the full retracement to look at, in which case you're looking at 54,000. I believe that comes, 54,000 on the dot is our actual full retracement of the 702. But in the short term, we want to pass that 50,500 mark, which could get pretty exciting if we do. And one thing I've been keeping an eye on, guys, which has been looking pretty good to me, was this Bitcoin dominance chart. If we look at it on the hourly time frame and I zoom in, it's been in a free fall. I mean, look at that. That is what we like to see. It has just been falling and falling and falling, because ever since we dropped below this support level here, look how many bounces we had on here, guys, right? This was basically during the entire time of August. We just could not break below it, and it kind of just got a little bit boring for Bitcoin. Up and down, dip here, a little bit of a bounce there. But now look, we have just broken below this support line, and it is in a free fall right now. If we go to the daily chart, we are still on our way down. I mean, that is a big daily candle on the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? Looking to take out this low, and what you'd basically expect to see is something like this. And then, like I showed in today's video, guys, in that area right there is where we could potentially find alt season, right? Alt season happens in here. And the thing is, looking at this chart right here, this seems very bearish. Like if this was a normal coin to me, I would not be buying it, put it that way, right? Because this makes like such a typical structure of when you have like A, B, C down, and then you roll back up to these levels right here, and then you just go and make one last low. That's exactly what it looks like to me, right? So if it was a real chart, if it was an actual coin, this is something that I would not be buying, which is good, because the further the Bitcoin dominance drops, guys, the more money will fall into altcoins, and the altcoin dominance will end up going up. So we want this to fall, and it is looking very bearish. So it's just another indication to show us that things are looking pretty good for the whole market, man. So we just kind of wait. Sound stopped. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I've just seen that now. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, did I just babble on for no reason? Don't even know. I'm just gonna have a quick sip of my coffee until someone replies to me, because there's no point me talking unless I know. You can hear me. Cool, perfect. Okay, thank you guys. So yeah, that's basically what we're looking at. It is looking pretty good for the Bitcoin dominance chart, which is a chart that is very underrated. I don't know why a lot of people don't look at this chart. It is something that people should definitely be looking at. I mean, this was the last time we had an alt season, right? In this area right here is the last time we had an alt season. And in 2017, we actually had two alt seasons, both in this area here. And what was happening both times? Bitcoin dominance was falling massively. Bitcoin dominance was falling. And then we went into a prolonged bear market, where you saw the Bitcoin dominance grind back up. And as you guys can see again, we are falling once more, which would indicate the alt season is coming. Now, one thing that happened in the charts this morning, guys, which was very, very exciting, was this Ethereum. Okay. Ethereum has been stuck in this range since the beginning of August, just under the 0.618. But this morning, it had a pop to the upside. If I zoom into this, I knew we'll do that. Here we go. If I zoom into that, as you can see, it actually broke above it this morning, right? And we are currently finding support on it right now. If I go to the hourly chart, it might show a bit better. As you can see, we broke above it, now turned it into support. Hopefully this area can hold, and we can now grind up to the 0.702. But the fact that Ethereum has made this move, excuse me, has made this move up is so bullish for the altcoins, because as you guys know, a lot of the market will follow what Ethereum would do, right? We call it like the king of the altcoins. And usually whenever Ethereum goes on a run, altcoins will follow shortly after. We've seen other leaders in the market already, but the fact that Ethereum had a big pop to the upside today is really good. Of course, though, we do have to wait for it to get through that 0.702, which for Ethereum, it lies at $3,597. This isn't even on that perfectly, but there we go. $3,570, right? That's kind of where you'd be looking out for Ethereum to come into. So yeah, Ethereum doing that, really bullish. As you can see, that daily candle there taking it above that level, which we've been stuck on for ages. So that's just another thing to add on top. And again, I've spoken about this in quite a few of my videos. Not that I've seen people in my Discord that are really bearish, not that people have been talking about it on my comments or anything, but when you're like scrolling through, Twitter or Facebook or something, I see a lot of people that are bearish, but all they would do is just show one indicator on one chart of Bitcoin and say we're bearish, we're going to 20K. I just don't get it. I don't see the argument to why we should be so bearish. There's so many bullish signs that we are heading into a full-blown alt season. I mean, just look at Solana, for God's sake. What more proof do you need? I mean, it's crazy the things that Solana's on, which we're going to take a look at in a second. But the setups I'm seeing within the charts, the stuff that I have already seen, the fact that Bitcoin dominance is dropping down low, and Ethereum is just broken out of a important retracement level. I mean, it doesn't really get much more bullish than that to me. I mean, let's take a look at Cardano, because Cardano to me is something I've also been showing my the guys in the Discord, right? This is what I've been looking at for Cardano. If I go to the 4-hour chart, I'll be able to show you guys a little bit more of it. So here we go. As you can see, I've been following this probably since the beginning of August again. It's just been grinding along this trend line, and we found resistance right here, okay, which is at just under $3, and we hit it twice. And as you can see, it's getting tighter and tighter. And even during the dips that Bitcoin had over the past few days, it's held this trend line and bounced back on top of it. We're literally toying with it right now. So hopefully we can see another bounce on top of it. But yeah, if we are to get a breakout of Cardano, whether it's down or up, it would come within, again, just like Bitcoin, right? Just like Bitcoin trending down and in that falling wedge, which I was showing you, Cardano is basically doing the same thing. And hopefully we can get a breakout of Cardano in the next 24 to 36 hours, right? I don't know whether or not we're going to break down. I don't know whether or not we're going to break up. It's pointing towards up, but look, this is crypto. I can't say what's going to be happening short term. Obviously, long term, I am bullish, but you know, the title of this stream is September going to be the month where, you know, dreams will come true? Because we're very close if it is. You know, the stuff that we're seeing, which I'm going to move on to in a second, is just, it's mind blowing. And, you know, sometimes you speak to people and tell them, oh, you can 10x your money in crypto if you're patient. And they just sit there and laugh at you. But then you look at something like Solana, it has literally 10x'd in about a month. When it was at its lows at the end of beginning of July, it was like $21. Today it hit $130. I mean, it's just crazy some of the things that you know, you could achieve in crypto if you're just a little bit patient. And obviously Solana, a few months back, even more, it was a lot more cheaper. I mean, look at Luna. I bought Luna at 40 cents and 70 cents. I mean, my average buy-in was about $1.80. Where else are you going to make that money? You just got to show a bit of patience. It's just mad, isn't it? It is mad. So another thing, XRP, it just had a pop, but we found some resistance at the 0.618. But I thought I'd just show that anyway, because we did have a little bit of a pop right there. If we go to the 5-minute chart and we zoom in, you can kind of see a lot of volume coming in there. So I don't really know what's going on with that one. It's kind of just falling now. But you know, XRP having a bit of a pop as well to the upside. Currently now holding this resistance, which we found not too long ago. So if I just put that along there, you know, whether or not we're going to hold that level, whether we've just flipped this, which was resistance, into support, that could be a possibility, in which case we can start heading our way back up as well, right? But let's move on to the main event, guys. Solana. Jesus Christ. I mean, like I said, guys, over here, $19, $130. I mean, if you brought Solana back in maybe the beginning of the year, $10, right at the beginning. I mean, right at the beginning of the year, 1st of January, what was Solana? $1.30. You could have 100 times your money today. $1.30, yeah, $130. You could have 100 times your money today if you had brought Solana on the 1st of January. Okay, literally exactly 9 months today. If you had brought Solana, 100 times your money. I mean, what more do I need to say? How crazy is that? 100 times your money. You put in £1,000, you would have had £100,000 right now. And all you had to do was wait 9 months. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? It is just absolutely bonkers what happens in this market, man. But it's good to see, because it's a leader. I'm telling you, it's a leader. It's been a leader since the beginning of August. And, you know, on here, we've obviously identified it. And I tell you what, that's what alt season is about. And you're going to see this happen across the market if you show a bit of patience, if we are moving into an alt season, okay? I have to say, if obviously I believe we are, but obviously none of this is financial advice. But if it is going to be alt season, which I fully believe it will, that's going to happen across the board, okay? But the scary thing is, when are you going to take profit? When are you going to exit the market, right? So that's when it gets pretty scary. But, you know, you just need to make sure you're taking profits along the way. I mean, looking at Solana today, guys, even if I take it off the Fibonacci extensions, you could see that, you know, you've got to be taking profit. This was at $130 on the dot. It's now at $110. So it dropped $20 in the matter of a few hours. It's just important. And look at the sell volume coming in. A lot of people taking profit at that level. Why are they taking profit at that level? Well, where did that go up to? It went up to a Fibonacci extension, which is where I'm basing a lot of my profits on, right? So if we do that, as you can see, we wicked just above the 2.618. Soon as we done that, people started taking profit, right? Hence why I've based a lot of my profit taking along these areas on the Fibonacci extensions, right? So any coin that I've basically got, I've based a lot of it off these extensions. But I fully expect Solana to hopefully go and set, at least $180 of a high. I think this is midway through its actual bull run. That's not financial advice, but the thing is, you could say, wow, there's still a lot more to go in that. Well, when you think about it, no, there isn't, because if that was to even make a full 4.236 extension, even from here, you're not going to double your money. It's currently at $110, right? Just to get to there, it's $180. Doubling your money here is $220. So people can think that's an excellent investment right now, but in reality, it's not. In reality, you're making about 70% more, right? Whereas a lot of coins are still stuck in around these levels right here, right? So if I just take an example, a lot of them are around here, around the 50% mark. If you do that and you go to the top, you can make a 400 to 500% return on your investment, right? So I'm just giving you guys an example why people should not be FOMOing into things like this. A lot of people were talking about Solana on my Discord, for example, today. And, they were saying, should I buy Solana? Should I buy Solana? I'm sitting there like, look, I get it. I do get it. People want to chase it. But why? My response was, why would you want to make 1.5 times your money, not even 2x your money, when you've got loads of laggers in the market that haven't even moved yet, that are potentially going to do the exact same thing? So, just giving you guys an example there of why you shouldn't do that. What are you not talking about in the chat about hairy legs? What's going on here? Coach, show us your hairy legs. Gee, oh yeah, you were talking about in the Discord, weren't you? Yes, it can happen. It can happen. What channel is this on? You lot are creepy, bro. You lot keep talking. Geordie Gooner, you keep talking, bro. Make sure you guys watch the exit strat. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. One of the videos, the live streams that I've done, guys, on YouTube last week was for members only. I've actually decided to make it available for the public, for everyone, because it's just quite important that people understand how to exit. And if you want to watch that after, you can watch. I've just put that in the chat right now. I've literally spoken about my whole exit strategy, how I planned everything out, how you guys should be planning it out as well, giving you an idea of how to make an exit strategy. Make sure you go and watch that. And obviously, if you do want more exclusive content, become a member. And I'll be bringing out one live stream a week. Yes, the spreadsheet will be for Discord followers. So make sure you're joining the Discord as well. If you want it, just message me on Discord, man. Yeah, no worries at all. If you want that spreadsheet, message me on Discord and I will just send it to you. I've got it saved, so it'll take me 2 seconds to send it to you. So yeah, but anyway, let's get back into it because we've got a lot more to talk about. So Solana obviously going on a huge run, which is very good for the market because hopefully we could do the same. Now we've got Atom. Why am I bringing up Atom? Well, as you can see, Atom also broke the 0.702 today. Yes, we are now trending below it because Bitcoin has had a little bit of a dip over the past few hours, but a 4-hour candle did close above the 0.702. So I fully expect Atom to make its way higher now. And it's very important to me that I saw this because Atom is no small cap coin in the crypto market. It's a big one. It's one that people talk about a lot. Okay, and it hasn't been at these levels since May. And to see that break the 0.702 is a very bullish sign for me of things to come. So I was looking at that. Same goes for Fett. I hold Fett. I hold a lot of Fett. Okay, we are at levels that we haven't seen since the 1st of May. And that has also just broken above the 0.702. And in Fett's case, we're actually trending the tiniest bit below it just now, right? So even Fett playing with those areas too, guys. So look, we're seeing a lot more altcoins come into fruition. We're seeing a lot more altcoins come into play now and catching up with the rest of the market. Yes, they're not doing what Solana and Luna have done yet, but I definitely believe that we are going to be seeing that very, very soon. And even something like Luna, guys, which has been following Solana to a T, I'm hoping to see that even Luna will have a big opportunity to climb up the next stage as well. But this is the thing, we're on the brink of something. I just don't know what that something is. We're either on the brink of one of the biggest alt seasons ever, or we've just got a few coins that are just gone on a run, but Bitcoin's going to reject and go on a bear market now. I would say that if there were these little low cap coins, going and doing what Solana's doing, but the fact Solana is a top 8 coin, the fact that Cardano also passed the 0.702 retracement, that's top 3 now, and the fact that Luna is pretty much a top 10 coin, to me, I don't need any more proof. Bitcoin dominance is dropping like hell as well. Ethereum had a pop to the upside. I'm so bullish at the moment, so it's looking good. Yes. Oh, you can get free Fett coins. I don't know that. I don't usually use Coinbase. I'll look into that. But yeah, you could buy Fett on anywhere really. It's even on Coinbase, isn't it? So yeah, let's take a look at the total market cap, guys. What is it doing? Obviously, we're still playing with the 0.702. I don't go on about it for no reason, people. As you can see, the 0.702, we've been toying with that area since the 20th of August, the total crypto market cap. And today, we touched it again, okay? And once again, it's found a little bit of a rejection there. But with everything that I'm seeing in things like Cardano, Solana, Luna, I'm hoping to see this break. And let me tell you guys, if this breaks, you will see me a very happy person, because with the total market cap, this is basically how much money is going into crypto. A break above the 0.702 usually means moon. Okay, that's what usually happens. I mean, you could see it on things like Solana, right? We could zoom into this. Where did Solana break out of before it went completely mental, right? Its last red day came just before the 702. It was when we broke out of the 702, it went absolutely mental until finding its first resistance at the first extension. And then it went off again, right? But it was that 0.702 right there where things started getting very interesting for Solana. Hence why I get excited when I see things like Atom playing with that area. Luna obviously broke it as well. ADA. And I get excited when a total market cap of crypto is right there as well, because it could literally mean that any time we could have a little pop to the upside. And if it decides to break that level, alt seasons are go, baby. And the same goes for the total altcoin market cap. Wicked above it today. Literally wicked above it, found some resistance, came back down again. It's trying its hardest to break through that level, and it's just struggling to do it. But I'm hoping that very soon, maybe the new monthly candle can, trigger it. I don't know. Let's have a look at the monthly candle together. 1 month. Here we go. I mean, look at that monthly candle, man. Crazy. Maybe the next monthly candle, this monthly candle has just hopefully it's just going to trigger it to get through that 0.702, because that is what we want to see. If we do a bit of that. As you can see, it's wicked above that 0.702. Maybe the next monthly candle, bang, off we go. That's why September is a very important month, man. Very, very important month. So keep an eye out, people. It is going to get pretty mental, hopefully. Yeah, make sure you're in that Discord, though, because I'm sure a lot of the guys here already are. But if you're not, make sure you join it, because it can get mental in there. What's the highest number your fib should be set to? I always find the default is different to yours. The only thing that's different to mine is that I've added the 0.702. So if you take a look at it like this, you should have all of these and the extensions as well, the 4.236. That is what you should have. To add the 702, you just got to double click the Fibonacci, and you can go to any of these gray boxes. I've just gone to this last one, put in 0.702, and it adds it. But if you don't have it, every other Fibonacci extension just looks like this without the 702. That's what it should look like. All I do is just add it. I don't have to do it on the phone, but obviously I'm on a laptop. But yeah, that's how I do it. Simple as that, really. But yeah, Fibonacci extensions, they should have the 236, 382, 50%, 618, 786, and then the high. And then the rest of the extensions should also be on there as default. I'm not sure. If you want to message me, though, it's up to you. I can help you add them if you're struggling to put them on. yes, Crypto Bible Discord is a wonderful place, and I'm hoping that this month it could get even more wonderful. So fingers crossed, people. There is another thing that I wanted to show you guys. No problem. I was scrolling through Twitter, and all of a sudden, I started seeing all of these whale alerts again, and I was like, right, what's going on here? Because either it's going to show us that people are buying Bitcoin, or they're selling Bitcoin, or they're buying this or selling that, sending it here, right? Let me tell you, people are accumulating like mad right now. These are just a few screenshots that I got, like the latest ones. There was so much more below, right? So I mean, look, $28 million worth, right, was transferred from an unknown wallet to Coinbase, right? But then below, I was seeing that a lot of whales were actually buying other coins like XLM and XRP, which I'll show you in a second. But this guy's sending 600 Bitcoin from Bitfinex to an unknown wallet. Accumulation. 20 million XLM was transferred from an unknown wallet to Binance. I mean, you've even got 29 million XRP from Nexo to an unknown wallet, from an unknown wallet to another unknown wallet. It's crazy. I mean, look at all of these. There's so much things going on right now. I've got absolutely no idea what's happening, but all I'm seeing is that there's a lot of accumulation, a lot of buying and moving around going on at the moment. And it's just very difficult to predict what's going on, because one side of it shows that people are accumulating. Like, you'd have one whale accumulating $20 million worth of Bitcoin, sending it to an unknown wallet. Then you've got another whale sending Bitcoin from their unknown wallet to an exchange. You're like, what are they doing? So I just thought I'd show that, because I'm just trying to get to the point where it's very difficult to actually understand what people are doing right now. And it's understandable, because when you've got Bitcoin at stages like this is where a lot of profit taking will be happening at the 702, because professionals don't know if this is going to break above, or it's going to break, or it's just going to go into a bear market. Because either they're about to make a lot of money, okay, and they're going to leave it and they're going to keep buying more in this area, or they're about to lose a lot of money, so they're taking profit in this area, right? So it's very difficult to judge what's happening. Obviously, based off everything I'm seeing, especially this Bitcoin dominance chart, it looks so bearish to me. It's still in a free fall. Hopefully that could just keep dropping and dropping. But everything else I'm seeing, guys, it's pretty bullish in my opinion, man. So it's just a matter of waiting and seeing what's actually going to be happening. They could be rotating. Exactly. We've got no idea. We've got absolutely no idea. Right now, I'm just still sitting and waiting. For me, I'm quite excited because Luna at $50 would be the first time I'm taking profit and moving it into my bank account. I'll be moving 90% of it anyway. Only 10% will be rotated, but the rest of it, bank account, and some of it into Anchor Protocol to earn my passive income. But I'm excited. I'm just waiting for it to happen, because it'll be the first time I'll actually see a substantial amount of money in my bank account, which I can say, okay, this is real now. I can go move on with my life and actually, get on with what I plan to do. Hence, coming back to the exit strategy in that other live stream, which you guys can now view. Got a coffee today, actually. Do you think XRP is more of a lagger than MIR and BAN? MIR is the biggest lagger by far, then BAN, then XRP. I mean, you could even see it on these charts here. If I put a Fibonacci retracement over all of them, XRP is definitely by far the highest out of all of them, in my opinion. XRP currently right there. That big pop actually found resistance at the 618. I said that, didn't I? So that's just below the 0.618. Band is, I've been analyzing all of these. That is just above the 0.236. Recently actually just found support on top of it. And then you've got MIR, which is still way below it. Still not even past the 0.236. MIR has literally been the only coin that I have been accumulating over the past few weeks. I haven't been buying anything else. I haven't been accumulating a lot. I'm happy with my bag, but anytime I've got some money to invest, it's just been going into MIR. I just can't, with it being that low, I can't justify why I should put it elsewhere. Thank you. I'm excited for all of us. XRP lawsuit news tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully. I'm still, I still think we'll be okay. Anytime there's been an alt season, XRP has done it as well, and it's going with the market, so it's looking pretty good. You're still expecting? Yeah, of course. I'm expecting everything to go off, man. The whole market will go off. It's just about being patient and waiting for your one to do it. If we're going into an alt season, really hope you hit your targets and become a millionaire. You deserve it. Thank you, man. I hope so as well. That's the dream, isn't it? Yep. So my MIR is a big bag of mine. So I'm right there with you. But I know it can be frustrating holding things that are just taking ages. But trust me, it'll be worth it in the end. Because at the end of the day, if you actually understand what MIR is, when it comes to rotation, as I've said, it usually goes from large caps to mid caps to low caps. Well, MIR is like 250th in market cap. It can be considered a low cap coin, highly volatile. So, I don't mind waiting for it at all. Why do you think MIR has to grow? Maybe people just don't like the stock marketplace thing. Yeah, MIR will definitely grow. I mean, this is alt season we're talking about. You should see the amount of people that are actually getting into the whole stock market thing. I did do MIR as part of one of my coins of the crypto pick of the weeks. Definitely go watch it if you want to. It was a while back, but you might have to find it. But honestly, MIR also being part of Terra's ecosystem, Terra Luna's ecosystem, it's a no-brainer for me, 100%. It's difficult to say, man. I mean, just place a fib over it, and my last target for MIR is around the $40 area, if we even get there. That's just based off Fibonacci extensions. 100% feed the laggers. You haven't brought MIR because I have PTSD from holding ERC20 low caps. Okay, it's up to you, man. I mean, I'm not telling you to buy it. That's obviously completely up to you. I've held MIR a very long time, and I'm very bullish on MIR. Anything within the Terra ecosystem, I'm bullish on. But MIR, the fact that its price is really low right now as well. Yeah, I can see this completely exploding someday soon. Show some love and smash the like. Yeah, please like the video, guys. Subscribe, share the video, do what you guys have to do. I appreciate all the support. But yeah, it's one of those things, guys. I mean, it's just about being patient. Soon, like I said, if I keep saying the word if we are entering alt season, everything will go. Okay, historically, everything will go one by one. Okay, one will go, and then all that money will get rotated into another coin, and then another one will go. It's just the way alt season works, right? So I love MIR. You may not love MIR. It doesn't matter to me at all. You might love something that I don't really even know about. It's just everyone's personal choice. I've built my entire exit plan with MIR involved in there. So for me, staying there, I'm sticking to it. I suppose we'll just see what happens in September, I suppose. I mean, God knows. But like I said in this video, man, will September be the month where our fate is decided? Because it may well be. It may well be. One thing that we should all be looking out for is that Bitcoin dominance. And another thing we should all be looking out for is obviously the total market cap, seeing if we can get through that 702. And of course, Ethereum, definitely a very important one to look out for as well. Yeah, I could take a look at 1inch. I'm not going to do loads of requests though, guys, because like I said, it's all the same stuff. You guys know how I'm judging these things. I just go to the chart and I just literally go from the top to the bottom with a Fibonacci extension and find out where we are. I mean, 1inch is around where band is as well. I still consider that a lagger. It's still something I would be accumulating if I had more 1inch. So yeah, still looking good. Yes, Mirror Protocol. Hope you're good, bro. Thanks for the help. No worries, man. I appreciate it. If you look at Solana's pump, its ecosystem is pumping with it. Same with ADA, same with Luna. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Solana's got a lot to do with NFTs as well, and with purchasing NFTs. And right now, NFTs are very big. It's been very popular over the past 2 weeks or something. For some reason, it's just come back and it's a massive hype again. And, I can't help but think a lot of that could potentially be driving the price as well. But I believe this would have happened anyway. So it might be a bit unfair of me to say that. I think it will be an alt month and they will drag up Bitcoin, hopefully. Do you think BAM will hit first target? I don't know, man. I cannot predict that. That is impossible. Absolutely impossible to predict if BAM will hit target before XRP. all we know is XRP has always been a lagger in all alt seasons. It's been one of the last ones to go, but Band is a lot more newer than XRP, so it is impossible to judge what's going to go first. Fish and chips in the house. How's it going? It's going well, man. It's going pretty well. Just taking a look at these charts. I mean, what's Bitcoin chilling at the moment? 47,108. I mean, let's get our actual little falling wedge back up. See whereabouts we are on that, because that's what I like to just keep on my Bitcoin chart at the moment and just follow how that is moving. And hopefully we can get a little bit of price action come out of it. But for those that don't know, this is basically something that I am looking for at the moment. And hopefully that can play out within the next maybe few days. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks good to me. So yeah, we're still within it. I don't even mind if Bitcoin comes down to 46.5K, because that is where our support level is. So I don't even mind if we come back down there and have a pump. I'm just letting Bitcoin do what it wants to do for the next 2 days at least, because the next 2 days, I think it will be decided whether or not it wants to break this support and go down to 44, which will be around these levels here, which I would hope to see it find some more support around this area here, which again, I don't mind. That's absolutely fine with me. Or if we're just going to kind of get the show on the road and just break above there, if we just maybe do something like this and then break out, maybe retest it and then go, we could be looking at something like that. Or we could break below it, come back down into these areas, find support, and then head our way back up, whatever. I'm just being patient with Bitcoin. But in the next 2 days, we'll definitely find out what we're going to be doing. Definitely, because like I said, it's getting tighter and tighter in there, and that is definitely looking like it's going to have some kind of move up or down, though. We'll have to wait and see. Market indicates up. If we see a break above the 702 from the total market cap, we could definitely suggest that Bitcoin's going up. But yeah, it's all about patience again, guys. Patience, patience, patience. I don't know how many more times I need to, say it really. Yeah, we looked at that earlier. It broke the 0.618 retracement, so that is looking very good as well. Hey, Tana, any advice on how to transfer money into Binance without the big 1.8% fee? I don't know if you seen my Kraken video, Bob. I've done a video on depositing money into Kraken with the faster payments option, and then buying XRP and then transferring it to Binance. But if you're going to download Kraken for the first time, you've got to wait 3 days before you can withdraw for the first withdrawal. After that, it's fine. Otherwise, nothing at the moment, man. Just going to have to wait until faster payments are back up for Binance, which I'm hoping soon it is. It is now authorized by the FCA. So again, another thing we just got to be patient for. It's all about patience, people. All about patience. Anyway, I think that pretty much covers everything for this live stream. Obviously, please be sure to join that Discord and leave a like on this video as well, guys, because it could get quite volatile in the next few days. So I'll be keeping a close eye on absolutely everything. Hopefully, we can get a pop from Bitcoin. You guys have seen what I've drawn on the chart, right? This is what I'm looking out for Bitcoin. Either we break above this or we break below that and go to 44K. No one wants this to happen. We don't want that. We just want the show to get on the road and just, grind in here and then pop up. And obviously the same goes for the Bitcoin dominance chart. Keep a lookout for that. Obviously looking at it from the hourly chart, it's just been in a free fall at the moment. As you can see there, had a little bit of a pop up right now. So, hopefully that can just keep grinding its way back down. But it's also another chart that I'll be keeping a good eye out for. Hopefully that can keep going down below. Our previous low for the Bitcoin dominance chart is right there at 39.67%, right? You can find this chart by going on to TradingView and typing in BTC.D, and it's the market cap Bitcoin dominance. Okay, that is what this chart is right now. So we want that to break below there. And like I said before, hopefully if we do, heading down into these areas here could trigger that alt season that we have been waiting for, people. Okay, so very important chart to keep a lookout for if you guys want to look out for it yourself. Otherwise, hopefully we have a very, very good month. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with anything else. Thank you all very much for watching. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Take it easy, people. In a bit.